Us in the press after a 4-1 victory over Hartlepool United. What a fantastic afternoon of football for Luton Town.
Yeah, I was delighted with the result. I mean, it's been well documented. We had a few miles this week. Well, obviously going up to Morecambe on Tuesday and then going back home and then coming up here yesterday. So, yeah, to score 7 goals away from home in 2 games and pick up 6 points was fantastic.
I mean, that's quite a remarkable away goal scoring record now, isn't it? I think that's 15 goals this season away from home and only 17 in the whole of last season's 23 away matches.
Yeah, I've just been told that. I mean, that is, but a little bit too open for me, really, the game, to be fair. I thought when we do attack, and obviously losing Craigie with a bit of a tight hamstring, but Jack came on and did exactly what Craig's there to do as well, stretch them and get behind them, and I thought he did it ever so well.
Just touching on that injury to Craig McCall-Smith, how serious is that?
I think he's okay. We'll get the physio to have a look at it, really. He might hopefully it's just a little bit it's just tight, really, more than anything else, but nothing too major.
And you mentioned Jack Marriott coming on there. I mean, he'd already netted 4 goals this season. He's added another 2 this afternoon. Clear outright top scorer for the club, and only 2 starts.
No, that's right, and he's very sharp. He must be a nightmare to play against because he's always on the shoulder. He's always looking for balls behind, and he can finish as well. I'm absolutely delighted for him. He's a young lad, John knew what he was getting when he signed him from Ipswich. And hopefully he'll go on to bigger and better things. And
just going back to the beginning, his first goal was scored by Jonathan Smith. That's his second in 2 games now. I mean, he's found 4 this season, and I think only 9 in his total Luton career.
He gets nosebleeds sometimes when he goes in that box, but he does a great job for us, Jonathan. He really does. And I thought we looked quite solid, really. Although, as I said, I thought we were a little bit open today. Ball retention in our attacking final third wasn't the best. We kept giving the ball away, and Hartlepool kept attacking us off the back of it, and to be fair, and I have to be totally honest, Mark Tyler's pulled off some good saves in the game. They've missed a few chances, but we have to be thankful. We had 2 really long journeys and 2 excellent results.
And the goal from Smudger there, not too different to Cameron's on Tuesday night, was it? Following up from a shot the keeper's parried.
That's right. We all keep saying just follow up. There's goals there, on regains. And the keeper's always going to parry it, and we just make sure that someone's there. We did it at Morecambe and we did it today.
A slight disappointment though, no doubt, from the goal that was conceded across from the left, too much space and then a header at the far post.
Yeah, we'll have a look at that. We haven't really had the opportunity or time to have a look at that on the DVD anyway, really. Probably similar to the Morecambe goal, I think, really, where it's coming at the far post onto the left-hand side. But I said we haven't really had a chance to look at it. We'll have a look at it and we'll put that right anyway.
But I think after a 4-1 victory, you don't mind as much, do you, that something
no,
like that?
Although you don't like giving goals away, and if someone's going to score against us, let them sort of crash one in from 30 yards top corner. Don't give them goals. And but as I said, an excellent day all round, really, because as I said, we had some tired legs out there. And we obviously knew that Hartlepool had a bad time Tuesday, and that they would come out all guns blazing, and they did. And I said they missed some chances. Mark Tyler's pulled off some good saves, but absolutely delighted with the result.
I mean, let's talk about Mark Tyler for a moment. Some of those saves, world class out there this afternoon, and kept the scoreline, for a good victory when it could have easily been 4-4, 3-3.
No, that's right. No, I mean, he stood up quite a few times, and and he didn't go down too early, so he didn't really make the forwards' mind up. And I thought he was excellent, and has been excellent for a period of time now. He really is, and we're fortunate at the moment. We've got 2 top-class goalkeepers at the club.
And 2 quick goals in the second half to make it 3-1. It seems really strange to say, but with 4 goals scored this afternoon, there weren't that many chances created, were there?
No. I mean, I haven't really seen the stats at the moment, but there weren't. And the way that we play, and certainly with Craig McCall-Smith and Jack Marriott, any balls over the top, and we're in. Whether they score or not is another matter. But and I said I was delighted for Jack because he's come on and took his chance again.
And late in the game, injury time goals. I mean, it seems to be a theme this season, but thankfully coming for Luton at the moment. What a strike from Ollie Lee.
A great strike from Ollie Lee. Yeah, I don't know what he was doing up there really, because he was treading water at the time. But no, everybody, have worked their socks off at Morecambe and today as well. So we've got to be really delighted with the outcome of the 2 games.
I mean, just sum up. You said 2 games away from home there, but 4 games is the winning run now. 2 at home, 2 away. I mean, that's a tremendous 12 points picked up.
Yes, it is. It's fantastic. And we've got to go to Gillingham in a JPT on Tuesday, and then we've got a very important league game at home against York. And all that hard work that we've done in the last 4 games, can't really go to waste if we don't turn up next week against York.
But of course, as you said, the JPT game on Tuesday, likely to be some changes. The manager's already said that Pelly and Magnus could well be involved in that game.
I think the rulings are that I think six players have to play that play today or will play next week or something. But we'll have a look at who we can rest and who we can bring in anyway.
Is it good that there is a break for a cup game, or would it actually be much better to be carrying on in the league and picking up the victories?
No, I think in an ideal world, I think you sometimes, for what we've done, and we're not the only side that's travelled. I'm not saying we're the only side that's travelled in the last week, but sometimes you just need to recoup. Get everybody back on sort of firm ground and rest up, and then come back all guns blazing next Saturday.
There's 295 fans travelled to Morecambe on
fantastic.
Tuesday, 406 here today. They've certainly been rewarded for their long efforts.
Yeah, they have, but they've been absolutely fantastic. I admire each and every one of them. They've done unbelievably. They were noisy Tuesday at Morecambe, and they were noisy today, and hopefully they've gone home happy.
And one thing we haven't touched on, just missing out today, Paddy McCourt wasn't in the squad. Are you able to give us any update on his admission?
Paddy worked his socks off, because obviously he wasn't really fit when he first came, and I know he's in the Northern Ireland squad, and he was just a little bit tight, and it wasn't worth taking that opportunity or that chance really. I mean, but I thought Luke Gutteridge came in and did ever so well. Paddy was magnificent Tuesday night, same as everybody else. But I thought Luke came in today and just took on his mantle.
And Luke's obviously got a point to prove as well, having missed a lot of the season, or being on the bench.
Yeah, that's right. We know what a good player Luke Gutteridge is.
Lovely. Thanks very much, Terry.